welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Vikings, coming up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. But most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. Running in the red zone. It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Deontay Hardy to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Jackson looking to throw right away. His first throw is an interception. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Hardy on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. Right away they get to him again. It's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings push their lead to 21-zip already. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Hardy on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
Now one of the Vikings in some pain out there, so we'll get a stoppage here as he's helped by trainers. Now Jackson on third down. He'll get this to Henry. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Lamar now from the gun. Gets this one to Andrews. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Play brought to an end by Jonathan. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They're the top dog for the upcoming postseason, and we all know that is so important, Brock. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Now the shotgun give to Cook. He breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. McCarthy throwing here. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. 21-0 our score. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Chased out to his right. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pass complete to Cook. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. This is Cook. Gets in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Hardy on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
They send Aguilar in motion left. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And this one too far in front of him, it's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. On the move, and that's gonna be a sack. He goes out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. And he's gonna effort this from his own goal line. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're gonna have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook, and he's only gonna get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
From the 48. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. Has a lane inside the 25. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings blowing them out now, 34-zip. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Hardy on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And coming off a 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Again for the first time to Rashad White. And he's brought down for a loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. 1 yard on the run. It's going to be 4th and 10. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. Spins out of one stop, And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Vikings and this running back headed back out for a new series. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we gotta assume this drive, Brock, likely gonna end in a touchdown as well. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's McCarthy to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so second down coming up. Back to the air, McCarthy. He's on the move. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down. Now it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 16 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Fullback dive up the gut. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Well, this is new. Haven't seen this before. They are punting on second down. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Still second down.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So we have reached halftime in Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. It was the veteran Dalvin Cook who took center stage in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Well, while we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. There he goes on the right side. Now he's past the 25. Zay Flowers! It's a Baltimore touchdown! The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Pressure off left, and it's blocked! And the Vikings get it! Has a hole left, room to run. The 40! At the 20! And he finishes off the return partner, and just like that, gets his team 2 points.
Well, I know you, Kate, and you know me, and I think we would both sign up for this kind of track meet. One side of it scampers all the way down the field with a big play. The other side, they don't hang their head for a second. Instead, they block it, and they scamper it all the way back the other way for 2 on the board.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Vikings returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked. Ball at the 33 for first down. On play action now, McCarthy. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Addison going in motion right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He finds him 7 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Kate, if we weren't dealing with a little bit of wind out there, I'm not sure that kick has enough steam to make it. In track, they call that wind aided. In football, they call it 3 points.
Hardy on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Ravens send Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Tight end going in motion here. Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Vikings are going to take over with their eyes on the end zone. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play card. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They've got first down from the 31. Receiver in motion, going left. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Hauled in left side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Buying some time right. He's running with it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So we're winding down. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Chandler. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll stick with Chandler. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Pick up, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. McCarthy keeping the pedal down. They go to McKinnon again. And he gets in, touchdown! The Vikings continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Hardy on the return. This return makes... five. The Rape. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Andrews with the catch. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Lamar. He's got Andrews. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Tight end in motion right. First down, here's Lamar. This one's to Andrews out right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. Lamar throwing again. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Ravens hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Looking to throw, Jackson. Finding Flowers. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Ravens putting up points in a game decided. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Vikings now set to take the field. And the way they have just been running it right through this defense all game, Brock, it's really been astounding to see an NFL defense defeated so soundly.
You just don't expect to see a defense at this level of football get worked so much on the ground. Every unit prides itself, at least a little bit, on being an old-school throwback team who can win a slugfest in the trenches. Yet this ground game, they've been doing all the slugging here.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
And the Kings of the North are now Kings of the NFL. The Minnesota Vikings are Super Bowl champions. To the podium, Commissioner Roger Goodell, to award that Lombardi Trophy to the Minnesota Vikings, your champions of Super Bowl 59. So that's a wrap on another incredible year of NFL coverage here on EA Sports. It was a memorable and very fun first year in the booth for myself and my partner in crime here, Mr. Brock Heward. Until next season, I'm Kate Scott. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and good night from New Orleans.